Hey loves, welcome back to my channel. If you'd like to see how I achieved this Valentine's Day inspired look, then please keep on watching. So starting off with the Take Me Back to Brazil palette, I'm going to go in with a light pink shade and use that as my transition. Starting out on the outside of the eye and just working it in. I've already prepped my eye with my NARS concealer, and for brows I used the Benefit Foolproof Brow Powder with the Anastasia Brow Gel. What is your guys' plans for Valentine's Day? I feel like at this point, like, we make plans to go to dinners on days that are just regular days. So Valentine's Day is not like a huge deal. And this year I work a double. So I'm definitely not doing anything day of. But my boyfriend did ask me what I wanted to do. And I was like, let's just go to the movies. Like, we don't need to do no fancy dinner. We just came back from Puerto Rico. Then going in with the Anastasia double-ended brush, I'm going to use a more hot pink shade with the fluffy side and just kind of carve out the crease area. I love this palette, but you really need to work in the color and really build it up. Going back in with my fluffy brush, I'm just gonna blend out the color and really stretch it outwards. Back in with the lighter shade and really blow it out. Then we're going to move on to the lid shade. I'm going to do kind of like a moon-shaped cut crease. I don't want to cut it all the way out. So I'm going to go in with my concealer and a flat brush and just start to carve out the eyelid. For the shimmer shades, I'm going to use the colors Faint and Sissy from the Jaclyn Hill palette. There are these pinkish shimmer colors, shimmer shades, with a flat brush. And just set the concealer in place. Obviously, we want it to be a little bit more intense, a little bit more glittery. So I'm going to be using this glitter that I got from Joann's, like the craft store. It brings an entire pack of glitters like this. It has some stars. The silver one I've already opened. The one that I'm using today looks like this. And to be honest, I feel like it works just the same as any other glitter. It's safe to use on the eyes. But first, we're going to do a liner. And I'm going to start with the gel liner and my Pro Bent liner from Sephora collection. It's in the number 23. I kind of like to mark out exactly where I'm going to do the wing with the gel and then go back in with an actual liquid liner to clean it up. Once I got it winged out, I'm going to go in with my liquid liner and just connect it back in. Once I have the wing done, I'm going to go over the shimmer with some glue. Try not to get it on my lash extensions. And with a flat brush, I'm going to dip into the glitter. Press right on top of it. How bomb that glitter is. Of course you're gonna get it everywhere, but that's okay because we'll just wipe it away after. Once you place all the glitter, go back in with that pink shade just to clean up around the crease and really deepen that out. I'm going to use the shade Beam as my inner corner highlight. I'm going to use a makeup wipe and try to take off any extra glitter and fallout that I have under the eye. For primer today, I'm using my Makeup Revolution Glow Drops just because I want the skin to be very glowy. And then for foundation, I'm using my YSL All Hours since it's actually my shade now that I got tan. To highlight, I'm going to use a little bit of the Urban Decay concealer. Last time I used it, I really liked it, and then I wore it to work one day, and literally by the time I got to work, it was like crumbling. I wish I would have taken a picture, like, and not even like creasing under here, because I mean everybody creases at some point, but like in this area, like I showed my coworkers and they were like, there's no way that that concealer should be doing that. It was like crumbling, just like completely separating. I was like, my goodness. So I'm gonna just use just a little bit for like the initial conceal. So either way, I don't feel like you need so much. And then just use my NARS for everywhere else. I wish I would have woken up earlier today to go to the Super Bowl parade. I'm so upset because I've never been to one. And we won the Super Bowl. And of course, now that I'm like an adult and don't have to worry about cutting school or calling out of work because I'm off today, I decided to sleep in. And Boston becomes a mess when it comes to sporting events and parades and stuff. So it's like by the time I got home, it wouldn't have been worth it because it would have taken me easily 2 hours to get into the city. Mind you, I live like 30-minute drive, if that, like 20. But that's how busy and crazy it gets. And it's on a Tuesday. So not only do you have to beat all the traffic of people going into the parade, you have to beat all the people going to work. And that's just too much. To set, I'm going to use the Lancome Long Time No Shine powder. Looks like this. I used this when I was in Aruba and I really liked it. It's very, very fine. I feel like you can't even like feel it. It doesn't really give a lot of flashback, but you do want to be careful that you don't put too much because then you look white. So I usually, when I go to apply my bronzer, once I'm done, I'll sweep back under to get rid of any excess powder. For bronzer, I'm using my Hourglass Radiant Bronze Light. They're ambient powders. These bronzers are so pretty. I don't want to do any harsh contouring for this look. I want it to be nice and soft. There goes my earring. For the nose, I'm going to contour again with my Park Ave Princess powder in the shade Princess Cut, which is like their most neutral tone one. Just use a little bit of the Angle shade. For blush, I'm using the California blush by Benefit. It comes in this little box here. It's kind of like a pink shade that I think will go really well with the eyeshadow. Blush scares me a little bit, especially pink, but I like that this is buildable. And I like to do a little bit at a time. I'm going to set my face with the Estee Lauder Set and Refresh Perfecting Mist, just to take off any excess powder that I might have on. And then go in with my Tom Ford highlighter. Going back into the eyes, I'm going to add the pink shade underneath. Add some mascara on the lower lashes. For the lip, I'm using the Marc Jacobs Oh Cocoa Lip Liner. And then for the lipstick, I'm using the Naked Liquid Lipstick by Anastasia. And that is it, guys. That's the final look. Thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.